If you've ever wondered how to mix gouache, colored pencils, and crayons in one piece, this video's for you. I'll show you my process step by step, and you'll see how it all comes together by the end. Let's get started.
Paint. I just want to get the main shape in anyway, so I'll just kind of draw with this color. So the base I've used here is the Caran. I'm just using up some light paint. Okay, so my bowl, nice big bowl. And I'm not being too fussy about this. Okay, so that would be the top. The top of the table would be a lot lighter. So this is going to be the edge of the table. Do a green little cup here. And these are just rough shapes. I think I want a lemon. Maybe an orange. I guess it would help if I had a spout. I think I want a blue jug. This paintbrush is a little too small. I should have grabbed a bigger one. I want the jug to be a little smaller. The jug's a little too big. Actually, I think I would like that table a little bigger, just so you can kind of see. I'd like it past the little cup. There we go. And the Caran paint, where I was rubbing a lot, it's kind of starting to mix in, but that's okay. And I'm not worried about everything running right now. I'm just getting the bones in. I think we would like to have a dulled down. I think I want to keep the back very light, but I do want to paint it in with the gouache. Let's try. We'll get this in here. I don't want it really bright. That purple will, oh yeah, that's good. Mute it down. Okay, this might end up being too dark, but that's okay. I just want to get a base to kind of judge everything else against. Yeah, much better with a bigger brush. And it's not so fidgety. I'm not liking the coffee carafe is the same color as the tabletop, and I'm also not liking the fact this jug has almost become the same size as that, so we'll maybe make this a little bigger or cut into this a little. And I'm not going to worry too much about shadows. I don't know if anybody else finds it hard to paint and talk at the same time, but I struggle. Okay, I think that's light enough for now. I will probably darken that after. All right, so we're gonna have to let that dry. I want the tabletop to be a lot lighter. With gouache, lighter colors dry darker and darker colors tend to dry lighter. I'm going to re-establish some of my shapes with this as well, and sizes. I'm going to make this jug a little smaller. Just try and get a little more color in there, and this, I'm just going to wipe this out. I do not like that. It was going to be a piece of cloth, but I'm just going to turn it into maybe table. go over that after. I'm really kind of just reshaping it. That's a nice thing about gouache. Oh, that's really watery. Just gonna soak up some of that water. Just gonna make this little picture smaller. Actually, I'm gonna get rid of that handle too. All right, I'll draw that back in just like I will draw this little cup back in that I kind of made smaller. I don't want everything the same. So I'm going to let that dry and then I'll do some drawing on it. So let's test out some of the pencils that I just got. And for the line, I would like, that indigo looks nice. Okay, so let's try the indigo. I'm just gonna redraw some of this stuff in. And I'm not trying to be precious. I don't want to be fussy with this. There we go, I like that. Wow, that really ate my pencil down. Okay, so note to self, the gouache is like sandpaper on these pencils. Maybe I should be using my Neocolors. Neocolors probably are gonna have to be a last application because they're waxy. Once they're down, I'm probably not going to be able to put much over top of them. If anything, I'm not even sure. Let me grab my Neocolor color chart that I just did quick, just to get an idea. I have some really nice light and I've got some other colors that are quite nice. I like the background like this, kind of dull, and I don't want it too vibrant. I want my jug to be more vibrant and I want this to be more vibrant. So I do have a nice orange. Oh my goodness. Okay, so these Neocolor ones, wow, they go on completely different than the Neocolor IIs. Or maybe I'm just imagining that. I'm not sure, but I like them. And really, at this stage, I probably should use the Neocolor IIs because I can blend them out a little with water. I'm just gonna grab my Neocolor IIs to start with. I just don't want to get too fussy. I don't want too much detail. I like the idea of the Neo ones just because of the fact they're not water soluble. This is where I like the Neocolor II, so I can just soften that and blend it right in with the gouache, which is nice. Oh yeah, that's nice. Let's put some of that on this. I'm not liking the point, so I need to just hold them maybe on the side like that. I do love the indigo pencil though. Really like that. It's not black, it's not blue, it's nice. That's a really nice color. Sahara yellow. I don't think I have that in the Neocolor II. I've had these Neocolor IIs for a long time, and I'm sure they've come out with probably more colors since I've had them. What have I got here for a dirty blue? Do I have a dirty blue? So 159, which is probably this one, which is Prussian. Yeah, 159. I need to break these. Again, I don't want a perfectly modeled. Oh, look at this nice. Let's get some of this in the jug. So this is very interesting to me, like just playing with these crayons. I love the little bits of texture you can get with them. So I'm really not liking this green cup. I like the blue, the yellow, and the red, and the orange. So this will dull it down some. Let's grab 560. Oh yeah, that's nice. That's a little pop of color. And this isn't typically a color I would normally use, but it's not too bad. So I wish I could move this jug over and get rid of this. And this is why I like to play with stuff like this in my sketchbook. Yeah, not liking that at all. And that's good enough. I'm not too worried about that because we're just doing it for the process. We are not stressing or worrying about if it turns out bad. In fact, sometimes when it turns out bad, it's even better. So here is my pencil. Now I can kind of dig into that or just draw out around the ridge. These are one of my favorite pencils, the Derwent drawing pencils. Oh yeah, see, that goes over better. If you notice, I'm not going for nice lines. I want it to be more organic. Like this to me is too fussy. All right, let's just take the tape off this. The trick is getting the tape off without wrecking your paper, and I might have to heat this up. What book am I using? Oh, this is the Strathmore Mixed Media. I think it's a 500 series, which it's all right. There goes my paper ripping. See, I've had this tape on for a little while because I was going to test these, and then I've been having a few issues with my heart, so there's lots of things I would do different if I redid it.
If you enjoyed this, don't forget to like and subscribe for more gentle art tutorials. Thanks for watching.